Hello everyone, I am Prepper Princess, and something that we need to talk about is going to be off-grid power and why it is so important. As you all know, I have solar on top of my roof, which was a happy bonus when I purchased the house. It was totally unexpected. I did not plan for it or pay for it. If it was not included in the house, I can almost guarantee you that I would be using my off-grid power supplies in order to power the majority of what I have in any way that I could save money. Here in California, we are known for having the most expensive electricity in the entire country, and I can assure you it is completely true. Our charges are 42 cents per kilowatt hour, and that doesn't even include any connection fees that have recently been implemented. Solar power companies charge 42 cents per kilowatt hour, but they only pay 4 cents per kilowatt hour for any electricity that we produce more than what we use. The average electricity rate in the United States is much lower than ours, and it's only about 18 cents per kilowatt hour. Well, let's do a little bit math before we get started. If you were to use the full solar capabilities of the Bluetti Elite 100 V2, which will allow for 1,000 watts of solar input at any given time, you could potentially fully charge the unit every single day, and you could use the battery capacity at nighttime while you're sleeping. The battery capacity is 1,024 watt hours, or 1.024 kilowatt hours. So let's keep it simple and say that it's 1 kilowatt hour. If you use it continuously throughout the day for 24 hours, that's 24 kilowatt hours. At a national average of 18 cents per kilowatt hour, that's $432 per day, or $129.60 a month. If you're buying a unit like this one that's $500 to $600 in that sort of range, you're looking at a return on investment within 4 months. That doesn't even include any connection fees that you put into the equation. So if you use the unit to its full potential, it's definitely a huge money saver because these last for several thousand cycles and several years. This does not take into account the necessity of having a backup, which is going to be for planned power outages, strong winds and storms, where the electricity companies are going to preemptively turn off the power as a safety precaution, which is what they've been doing. So let's talk about some of the features that this well-known brand Bluetti has for this unit. The Bluetti Elite 100 V2 weighs only 25.3 pounds. It's 28% lighter and much smaller in volume compared to the AC 180. It is high power, large capacity, and has multiple output ports. It's capable of powering household appliances. It has fast solar and car charging abilities. You can go ahead and pair it with the charger while you're driving to charge the power station 6 times faster than a regular car cigarette lighter socket. So it will reach a full charge in just 1.8 hours, and it has a peak power output of 3,600 watts. That is huge. It is very low on noise, which I can certainly attest to. It's only 30 decibels on quiet mode. It offers a better user experience for those that are noise sensitive, and it makes it much more suitable for indoor environments where low noise is really important. It can take a whopping 1,000 watts of solar, which is the highest that I personally have ever heard of for a unit of this size. It has uninterrupted power supply, which means that it's still going to stay on even if no power is being used. This is important. Now let's get into some of the deep specifications of this particular unit. Bluetti Elite 100 V2 is sustainable and has a LiFePO4 battery with a capacity of 1,024 watt hours. It's 25.3 pounds and it's 12.6 by 8.5 by 9.8. The charging temperature is 32 degrees to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and the discharge temperature is -4 degrees to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and it has a working humidity operating range of 10 to 90%. The noise level is only 30 decibels, 50 at maximum. The AC output maximum is 1800 watts, 120 volts or 15 amps max. The cigarette lighter port is 12 volts, 10 amps. The two DC 5521 ports are 12 volts, 8 amps max at 5 amps per port. The two USB-A ports are 15 watts max, 5 volts, 3 amps per port. One of the USB-C ports is 100 watts max, and the other USB-C port is 140 watts max. The AC and DC output ports have a maximum of 1900 watts, and the AC charging is 1200 watts max. The DC input is 1000 watts max, and the AC and DC charging together is going to be 1200 watts max. It has an uninterruptible power supply with a 10 millisecond switchover time. As for the LCD display, you're going to see that it is very easy to read and it's in a very beautiful bright blue color. The biggest part of the display will of course show the input, output, and battery percentage that is remaining. There are a lot of other indicators which are going to be included, which are the fan, DC input, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, state of charge, powerlifting mode, turbocharging, eco mode, low battery indicator. It's going to have the output power, AC output frequency, AC input, AC output, DC output, remaining time, battery status. It's going to have the temperature alert. It's got overload protection, short circuit, system fault, and input power indicators. As an added bonus, the bright LED display will turn off after a few minutes of use, and that is to save on the battery power. You might have noticed that in this video, while I'm using the unit throughout my yard and inside of my house, that the display is turned off. It's not off. It's a function of the unit to save the battery power. And for someone like me that likes to have complete and absolute darkness while I sleep, this is a big bonus for those of us that plan to use our units in our bedrooms while we're asleep. I like to use them for heated blankets in the winter. And as you have probably noticed by this video, this little unit really packs a punch, and Bluetti is one of the top brands, and they are known throughout the entire United States and probably the entire world for their absolute incredible quality, durability, and reliability. Very important to be reliable. For power outages, it can easily power a small refrigerator, and I always recommend a mini fridge, a computer, modem, television, lighting, as well as some sort of like gaming console, DVD players, and whatever other electrical items that you might need in order to keep up your morale. It really sucks to lose power, and you don't want to lose your mind during a power outage. Bluetti also offers their own solar panels. This is the PV200, which is an easy to set up 200 watt portable solar panel. It has 23.4% cell efficiency, is 20.4 volts, 9.7 amps with an open circuit voltage of 24.6 volts, a short circuit current of 10.8 amps, and it has an operating temperature between 10 and 65 degrees, and that is in Celsius. It weighs 18.6 pounds and is 22.5 by 23.6 by 1.9 when folded. It's IP67 water resistant, and it has a 12-month warranty. As you can see, it is very easy to carry and very easy to set up. It's great for bugging out. It's great for camping or just using at home. It's super easy to adjust with kickstands in the back. With the kickstands in the back, you can receive the optimum amount of sun, and you can move it around really easily whenever it's needed. Now, I'm going to show you guys something really quick here. So this over here, usually this is what I use. I have 6 100-watt solar panels. That is 600 watts. Now, when I'm charging a unit, the maximum amount of solar that comes in is usually about 200 watts. Now, I have been charging this Bluetti using this solar panel, and it's at like super max. It's not quite 200 watts, but you got to remember there's 6 panels. It's about 185 watts when I'm charging. So this thing is super, super efficient. It is more efficient than my 600 watts. It's more efficient than 600 watts, or as efficient as 600 watts. It is only 2. So I think that that's just crazy. Super, super great solar panel. Alrighty, everybody. So I hope that this video has been useful to you. I will certainly go ahead and leave links down in the description box below if this is a unit that you are interested in. Bluetti is definitely in my top 3 different brands for power supplies. It's really, really easy to use. They have never let me down. It's always reliable. It's like a Toyota Camry. It just always works. And with the great solar panel, I'm definitely going to be using this on a daily basis, just to save on, actually I don't have an electricity bill, but just for fun. All right, folks, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.